Guys, it's me Nevin back yet again with another video. And as dudes on self-improvement, we just love adding more and more habits and tasks onto our timetable and routine. Like it's just sort of like this video game addiction we sort of have. Like we just love adding more and more stuff to do, like stretching, meditating, working out this time, that time. Maybe putting some gymnastic workout here, or maybe yoga this time, or all those type of stuff. You just love adding more and more stuff, right, onto the timetable routine. And story time, I used to do this a lot, right? So once I got into self improvement, which I think this is extremely important when you're in like an early stage of self improvement, you just try to build the foundation, get the fundamentals right. So then you start doing a lot of self improvement habits. You get into meditation, start working out consistently, eating healthy, like perfect, all done. And then like even like I would do like basketball this time and that time, and have a lot of bunch of things I would do throughout the day. And I think it was really fun at the time. But once you start getting into like this like mid-level of self-improvement, once you're out of the beginner phase, which is like I'm about 1 year in self-improvement right now, and once you're in this phase, a lot of stuff is actually just directed to your purpose. A lot of your focus is just going directly to your purpose. So all of these other like tasks that you have, such as like maybe something like yoga and something like, it doesn't really feel that important to you, but yet you still fill the day with so much of these like multiple different self-improvement tasks, and you just own in on that instead of your work. And only recently have I sort of flipped it around. So now I take like a different pathway, which I'm gonna explain later. But this got so much to the point where I was just like, my morning routine was essentially my crutch. So I've spoke on this like a short before, which is basically like if I didn't ace my morning routine, then the rest of the day would be like exactly the same. It would be absolutely horrendous, right? So if I didn't get my meditation right, my working out right, and just feel overall like great from the amount of work I put in the morning, essentially the morning routine before I go to school, then if I didn't do that, like the rest of the day would just go downhill. Like it would be absolutely horrible. So I remember a lot of times the energy just wouldn't carry over. Whereas if I aced the morning, then the rest of the day would be aced. And that's sort of weak. So imagine you're in business and you have a competitor. Bro, if you're competing against me, you hope I get my morning wrong so that the rest of my day is absolutely horrible. Right? So I was using this as a crutch, and this is basically weakness. Like I'm gaining no value from this in a way, because the best case scenario is like, yeah, you mess up the morning, something doesn't go well, you miss a meditation session, maybe you even miss a workout. But you still get the work done. You still carry over that energy throughout the rest of the day. And I wasn't able to do that because I was using my morning routine as a crutch for me. And it was a huge sort of like weakness I had. And now I flipped it over, right? So there's a new mindset I go about it now. So now my whole priority is just work. And you've got to take it from, instead of all the self-improvement habits then work, you've got to flip it around. And like this, it sounds obvious, right? But maybe if you're like me, you've been prioritizing like self-improvement like mainly, like all like these habits and stuff. But what you really need to take it from is work first, and then all the self-improvement habits work from that. So how we could actually implement this is, for a moment, right, cut out all the self-improvement habits, just cut it all out, right? In just your head, of course, not like from your timetable or whatever. Just cut it all out and just think like, okay, what are the best times for me to work? What are the times where I can just completely just concentrate and just focus all about work? And then you look at your, maybe a paper, or you have your routine, or maybe your Google Calendar, and just like fit in like, okay, short, like um from 8 to 10, yeah, I work best short in the morning. Maybe put another deep work session from like uh 6 to 8 at midnight, whatever, right? Whatever works for you and your schedule. So that's why I started working from. Now I just, all I do is legit obsess about the work that I need to get done, right? So I'm working from work and then self improvement, right? All the self improvement habits. I get my work done. So okay, this is what I'm gonna do work, and the rest of the time slots you can fit in with the self improvement habits. That's where you can fit in like your workout and other different stuff that you're really interested in, and like just helps you with journaling and just like taking the time to just think. So that's how I think it's just a far much better way to go. Just start from work and then this. So this also goes through prioritization, right? So number one, we need to go about our priorities, and this is essentially the mission of the day. So too many times I would get, like I said, like messed up with my morning routine, and if my morning routine got messed up, then like I wasn't able to get the mission of the day done. So tonight, maybe even now, just now, write the mission of the day for tomorrow. So try limit this to 2 or 3 tasks that you need to get done, and no matter what happens, you get these tasks done. So I remember one of the days as I was writing the script, it was basically like script 3 videos, record one, as well as study maths and IT. That's the only thing I did. I was just like, okay, sure. As long as I get these 2 things done, my day is great. Like, doesn't matter if I mess up my morning routine, doesn't if my sleep is bad, whatever it is, my day is good as long as I can get these stuff done. I did study maths, but I didn't study IT, but I was able to still record script 3 videos and then record one, which is still great. So, and as long as I've done this, I can preach the day as a success. So the whole point of this is that we don't have too many stuff in our routine that gets in between our main priorities, right? Because previously, before I would even get to work, I would meditate, journal, read, work out, stretch, all those type of stuff before I got to the real work. And the new objective is, at least from how I go about my day, is quite literally just to shorten the period from when I wake up to when I get to work. Try to shorten that as much as possible. So the best thing I just do is just like I'm a bit sick, so I do the steam thing with the kettle. So it's just like wake up, take a dump, brush my teeth, do the kettle thing, meditate, get to work. That's it. Try to shorten that time as much as possible, so that you get like, the saying, eat swallow the toad first thing in the morning. Just get the hardest stuff done first thing in the morning. So that's what I've been trying to do right now. So that's been really really great. So I hope this schedule, my type of schedule, helps you out in a way. Like, you just try to shorten the time from when you wake up to when you work, so you just get the main things done, and then the rest of the self improvement you can just focus on later. So for me, this is just far much more better than starting with all the self improvement habits. I just meditate first. That's it. If I could get into everything else. So yeah, just start getting to work first thing. At least for me personally, that's the best way. So it's all about the priorities and everything. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. I hope you guys get some sort of value, and that's how I go about my day. Keep improving.